Friday evening, I didn't get to go to the Texas Rangers game. Kind of sucks. I was talking to a buddy of mine today, and his business is just slow. No, not only that, I love this. I love the fact that when business is slow, people start hiring people. You start expanding, especially when business is slow. Your first idea is to start expanding your business. Let's get into this video about things that you should never do in junk removal, because you're not corporate. You're not somebody that can do this and get away with it, okay? Let's talk about that. Because a lot of people and a lot of companies do this. A lot of junk removal companies do this. Let's get into this video right now, guys. My name is Ricardo, junkguysdfw. I own a junk removal service here locally in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I want to talk about how the idea and the concept of raising your prices when business is slow. Or a better idea, I got a better one for you. When you hire somebody or you buy a new truck and then you raise your prices to kind of offset the prices, to offset the expenses of your new truck. What? One of the worst things you can do in junk removal is raise your prices because you're getting slower. Can you imagine that? So your business is slow. You're not doing that great because your revenue is down. That means your sales. Okay, because I don't think a lot of people know that what revenue means. Revenue, if I go out there and I have 3 junk removals, and the first junk removal is $100, the second one's $100, and the third one's $100, I made $300 of revenue that day. That's what I sold, okay? Net revenue is the same thing. How much I sell is the same thing, okay? Profit is after you take out fuel, you take out dumping fees, you take out operating costs, employee costs. You take all that out, and then you're probably left with like $220. That is net profit. All right, and you have to take out how much that job costs you. What I want to talk about is when your net revenue, your revenue is down. Okay, it's down. It's way down. It's probably like down by $10,000 a month. And you have this great, nifty invention of an idea to raise your prices so it can offset your sales. What? Are you being serious? People do this. People do this. I have a friend that just did it. He thinks since he bought a new truck, since he employed another employee, he thinks the bright idea is to raise his prices. Oh, wait a minute. What's that all about? Raising your prices to offset extra expenses in your junk removal business? That doesn't make any sense. And you have to understand that this business is a competitive business, not a saturated business, it's just competitive. And as you journey in this business and you're going through the ups and downs of this business, the realization that price is the most important part of this business, you're going to learn a big lesson, and you're going to learn it easy. It's going to take, not easy. You're going to learn it hard, but in a really easy way. In other words, it's going to come fast, and you're going to learn. You're going, oh, snap. That's what Ricardo was talking about. I've been in this business for 18 years, okay? I've been in the junk removal business. I'm the longest junk removal owner that you know, okay? I'm going to tell you something. Don't be discouraged by the fact that your prices are low and your sales are down, because that's just part of the business. Having slow sales is part of the business. It is not something that's going to be surprising. Listen, your business is not always going to have high revenue, high net profit. Your business is just not going to ever do that, okay? Your business is going to get flat at some point, and it's going to soar at some time, and it's going to be down sometimes, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. Your business will go up and down, and you have to adjust your business, but it's not adjusting your pricing. This misconception of raising your prices to offset your expenses. What? Here's another thing for you. A lot of people don't even know their break-even point. Break-even point is how much you need to make every month so you can make some money. For instance, my break-even point is $6,900. Hell, I made half of that today. So your breaking point is what you have to make every month just so you didn't lose any money. Okay, and that's a number. That's a number that you got to figure out with your fixed cost. Your fixed cost. That is a bill that comes every month, and it is cannot be blundered. Like rent, it comes every month. You got to pay rent. Okay. Then you find out what your break-even point. That means how much money you're going to make every month. Here's the thing about it, guys. Is when you know that you're not making money, that's when your bank account goes down, but you ignore it. You're dismissively avoiding it. You avoid the fact that you're not making any money. You're just losing money. And every month when you get home and you tell your girlfriend or your wife or your partner, if you're gay, you tell them, oh, everything's fine, honey. Just don't worry about it. But, honey, we don't have enough money to pay rent. Don't worry about it. I'll have it in a few weeks. Yeah. Listen. Chippy, here's one for you, Chippy. Kippy. I'm sorry, Kippy. I call you Chippy all the time. Kippy. Find out what your fixed costs are. Okay? Add those numbers up, and that should be your break-even point. It is a rule of thumb that everybody who's in business knows what the break-even point. I mean, Jesus, guys, you cannot start any kind of business without knowing what your fixed cost is that result in your break-even point. You need to know this number. I'm not making this shit up. This is like a common sense question. This is like common sense. This is like the easiest thing in the world. I knew what my break-even point was like 14 years ago. Some people don't realize that. And then when you don't, here's what happens. Is that there's people out there that know what their break-even point is. They know what their fixed costs are. And they know they got to make $6,900 every month to break even. And then when they don't, they raise their prices. What? Believe it. They raise their prices. That doesn't make any sense to me. Bro, that blows my mind. That's like retard mode to me. That's funny. He likes to believe in his own bullshit. That's cute, man. And you know what people do? Junk removal owners. We're not one of the smartest groups out there, right? Business leaders out there in this community. We're just not that educated. And I'm going to tell you something. I graduated in summer school, but I was not that smart because I didn't want to listen. I walked at my own tune, okay? I graduated from summer school, but I was always good at one subject. One subject I was always great at. And that is math. I've always been good at math. And numbers don't lie. Raising that number decreases your revenue. What? Okay. So I'm gonna put this to proof today because it happened to me. And this is one of the reasons why I brought this video up, okay? This is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this. Okay? So today, I had a refrigerator removal for $45. It was probably in one of the highest neighborhoods that I know in the Grand Prairie area. Just high dollar neighborhood. It was this old couple. I'm driving to the house, and the lady calls me. Hi, may I please speak with Ricardo? I mean, yes, ma'am. I'm 10 minutes away, I told her. She goes, you're already here. Your guys are here. I said, no, ma'am, I'm 10 minutes away. She goes, I got some guy named Caesar here, and he's trying to charge me $150. Then I said, huh? I said, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know who Caesar is, and he does not work for me. She goes, yeah, he's loading it right now. I said, ma'am, tell him to stop because you're going to pay $150. I'm 10 minutes away. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't want to be, I don't want to be scammed out of this. I said, ma'am, I understand. Their house was on a ranch on about 3 acres. They were easily in $1 million home in Grand Prairie, Texas. And she called me for the difference of $105. Price is everything, even when you're rich. Here's the second story. Today, we were in Frisco, Texas. Madison with Frisco, Texas. He calls me, he said, Dad, you're not gonna believe this. I said, what happened? I went to go do an estimate today, and I did the job. I said, what? Yeah, what's wrong with that? She goes, there was another company that came in there and was $20 higher than me. I said, what did you say? They said $225, and I said $200. They were $25. And I said, okay. He goes, yeah. I said, well, did you find out who the other company? He goes, yeah. It was Junk Quest out of McKinney, came by earlier, quoted them $225, and I quoted them $200. And I just removed the junk right now. I said, Maddie, what kind of customer was it? He goes, bro, they live a block away from Trayvon Diggs, the cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys. So tell me if these fools being a block away aren't in $1 million home. Right. Price is everything. And when your sales are down and you're decreasing and because you're not making the money, the greatest idea is to raise your price. Bro, it doesn't work like that, guys. There has to be some kind of common sense in this junk removal community. Stop raising your prices because your sales are down. Because your revenue is down. And this is the main reason why people raise their prices. I'm going to tell you 3 main reasons why people raise their prices. The first one is they buy more new equipment. They buy a new truck, they buy a new trailer, they buy a new tools, something expensive, they buy a Bobcat, and they figure, oh my God, I have to raise my prices to offset the cost of these expenses that I really don't need. Yeah. Happy Friday to you, Robert. Can you believe they do that? Number 2, and this is a very common one. They raise the prices of junk removal because their net revenue is down. Oh my God. Oh, business is slow. Hell, it's not the economy. It's not that we have a new president who's firing everybody, the Doge. It's not that. It can't be that. It can't be the economy. It's got to be my business. I mean, CNN, Fox News, Reuters is all on the TV saying that the economy is down. It can't be them. It can't be the business. It's got to be my business. My business. I have an idea. The greatest idea in the world. I'm going to raise my prices of my junk removal service and I will get more business. Stupid thinking. Number 3, and this is one of the biggest ones. It's the psychology of how you overthink things. I'm going to explain this. I'm going to explain this really quick. If I go, and I want you to think about this, how I say this, because this isn't going to make sense, and it's kind of not going to make, but this is how people think. I drive up to my house, and when I drive up to my house, I see someone jumping over my fence. I'm like, what? What's he doing? He literally, when I pull up, I look over to my left, and I see a gentleman jumping over my fence, and he's got a bag with stuff in it. And he takes off running up the street. I go, oh, okay. So when I walk in my house, I notice that my PlayStation's gone, my Mac laptop is gone, and my small portable TV is gone. Who stole it? Let's use common sense on this one. The guy who's jumping over my fence with that bag stole it. And here is where the mind takes over. This is called avoiding and being dismissive of what just happened. Guy jumps over your fence, you look down, takes off running. You go inside, you've got stuff missing. You're avoiding the fact that you just saw that. You dismiss the fact that someone was running down the street. You automatically conjure up some kind of illusion of an idea in your mind, and you're mentally not thinking straight. Yeah, it happens a lot to people. The whole idea that it did not happen, the whole concept that what you saw was more probably an illusion, probably something that was abnormal, but you just can't put one and one together. That is the state of mentality for some people. Okay? They're in denial, and it's not the river in Egypt. Okay? Here's the fact. With that mentality state happens in junk removal. Okay? And this is truth. Oh my gosh. My numbers from last year are down this year. Last year we made $30,000 in junk removal. And this year we made $20,000 in junk removal. Let me overthink this. Oh my God, what do I do? You get desperate. Paranoia sets in, and your mentality isn't thinking straight. Exactly what happens. Your mental state jumps out of you. You start thinking the worst things ever. You start thinking, oh my God, will my business ever be able to rebound? Is the economy slow? What can I do that's different? Should I do something that's different? Let me hire somebody. Let me hire an SEO expert. No, I have a better idea. Let me redesign my website. Let me change the colors. Let me change the video. I need to start doing social media. Oh my God, I need a podcast. That's what I need. If I do a podcast, I'll be more popular. I need to be a speaker at one of these expos. What? You start mentally overthinking what you're going to do. Yeah. And then you think of this great mentally retard moment in your mind to raise your prices. Holy shit. Did I not make sense there? Guys, that's exactly what people end up doing. They overthink the whole idea of not making any money in junk removal, and they raise their price, thinking that it's the best idea in the world, while my guy in Frisco is staying busy, while I'm staying busy here in the DFW area. Okay, so today I did 4 jobs. Let me tell you what I did, 4 jobs, okay? My first job that I did is I went down to my site here in Fort Worth, and at my site, I sold one of the donation boxes. I made $200 right off the bat, okay? My second job, I ended up going to a customer's house to remove, this awesome 2 entertainment centers. They were awesome, really nice, really 2 huge entertainment centers, and I removed them both, right? And then that was $500, so I made $700 right there. My next job was a homeless encampment for $3,500. Okay, I only made $2,500 off that job because I contracted someone $1,000 to clean it up for me. TNT Anthony Junk Removal. He cleaned it up for me. So today, after that job, because that job only took me like 45 minutes, after that job, I went and I did a $200 cardboard job. Yeah. So let's add that up. That's $900 plus 3,500 is 4,500 bucks. No, $4,400. Subtract 1,000. I made $3,400 today. Yeah. Why? Because those customers called me because I'm cheap, but not on the big job. I got them on the big job. See, I sacrificed my pawn so I can get them with my queen. That's exactly what I have no idea what I just said, because I know nothing about chess. But I took that risk. I took that risk at the smaller jobs. I made money off those small jobs too. And a lot of people, they want to hit a home run. They want to step up to base, and they want to hit a home run every single time. They just want to hit it out of the park. They want to get a huge job every time. They want to make rent. And that is so wrong, to try to make rent at every job. You know, I have friends in this business, and I've just befriended like 2 other junk removal companies. And then I just made friends with 2 more. I've been doing this 18 years. I've seen companies come and go, so this is normal to me. So somebody like Southern Junk Removal out of McKinney, those guys, I was giving them jobs. I was feeding them jobs. And I told them, guys, those guys, I'm only giving you jobs because you're helping me out, but you just started out. But every once in a while, you're going to get a loser job, like a job that just doesn't make any sense. Well, I gave them that loser job. They've been winning. As a matter of fact, they've been winning a lot. $400, $800, $400, $400 jobs left and right. I give them one loser job for $45 and they refuse to do it. Cut off. If you can't take a loss every once in a while, you're not going to be part of this gang, brother. James B&G Junk Removal, same thing. I asked him to come out to help me out to do one job. He couldn't. Cut off. Let's start over with some other people. I will tell you, I've helped out these 2 companies, but I want to know how they helped me out. I want to know how they contributed to me. I want to know how much money they put into my pocket. Let me think about that. None. They haven't helped me one time put money in my pocket. They haven't hired me for any jobs. Companies like this come and go all the time. And what are they going to do? Raise their prices. Raise their prices. Listen, this is a cutthroat business, guys. If you cannot be in this business, don't get in this business. Go work at Home Depot. Go do something with your life. But you cannot be in this business. It is a cutthroat business. And I've been used to it. So when I befriend junk removal companies, I don't mind. It's not a big deal. There's going to be one popping up next door. And trust me, I befriended a lot of companies. A lot of people, if you're not in line, get out of the line, brother. Somebody's going to step in. You know, this is like, I remember my football coach used to tell me this. We don't rebuild. We don't rebuild. Once one class leaves, we don't rebuild. We step up. Next one's up to bat. Yeah, that's how it works. And it's true today. This is true. This is true to everybody. This is true to everybody that is in junk removal business. If you're contracting companies and they don't want to step up to the plate and do the things that you tell them, see ya. Who's next? Now that they're hurting, they got to raise the price. I even gave these guys advice to try to help them out. Trust me, they won't be in business that long, guys. Most of these people don't stay in business for that long. I know this for a fact. I've seen it gone. I see people come and go in this business all the time. Hell, I've been doing it for 18 years, guys. I'm here for a reason. You know what I mean? Can't fix stupid. You know that's true. They ain't talk about stupid. You would think that there's some loyalty in this business and that they would appreciate free jobs. But no. No, they don't want free jobs. And then when you ask them for a favor, they're not there for you. Isn't that crazy? Oh boy, someone's gonna do it. There's always someone out there that will do a job. Always. I love that part. That's the best. So right now, let me tell you about the companies I'm working with. I'm working with Eric, Out of Sight Junk Removal. I still have my boy Orson. I got Lolo out of Dallas. I got TNT out of Dallas. I have my boy, dang it, what's the name? Lolo, TNT, Eric, and Orson. No, that's all. That's it. Those are my main lines. Those are my main people right now that I'll contract to do jobs for me. And you know what? That's plenty enough. That is plenty enough. These guys want to help me out. I'm here to help them out and give them jobs. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this video. It's getting way too late. I gotta go get some food. I'm meeting a friend of mine for dinner. I think I'm gonna be late. All right, I'm gonna go get some dinner. Bye, guys. Have a great night, man.